Right then, we've got 4 skatepark sites, we've got 4 graphs to draw, 1 for each of them. I'm going to tell you how to do that. What you're going to need is your booklet that we used on the field trip. You need a template I gave you for the first graph, which looks something like this. You're going to need a pencil and you need some graph paper. So listen up, I'm going to show you how to do it. Right then, so I made the first one really easy for you because you've got this template here. What you're going to need to do is look at your table for the first site and you'll notice your template for the graph looks very similar. We've got the same categories here and here. All you're going to do is look at the score you gave the site for each category and put a cross on your template in the relevant place. So for example, on this one, for the first category, I gave it a score of 3. So on this table, or this template I've got even, I'm going to draw a little cross in the middle of there, like this. Steep slope, I gave it a 4. I'm going to do a cross there. Poor access, I gave it a 2. Close to houses, I gave it a 3. Not much room, I gave it a 4. Unattractive vandalised, I gave it a 5. And poor and difficult surface, I gave it a 2. So we should have a cross for each of the ticks that you had on your table. Now all we're going to do is use a line to join up the crosses like this. And here we are. Once we've used a ruler to join up those crosses, it should look something like this. Although obviously you'll have given different scores to me, so your line will look a little bit different. Final thing we need to do is we need to use a bit of colour to shade in the 2 sections of our graph and then add up the total score for the sites and write it at the bottom down here. And bam, this is what the finished one should look like. Now all we've got to do is do another one for each of the 3 other sites. I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. Right then, now your challenge for the final 3 sites is to be able to draw a graph from scratch yourself. Now, the easiest way to do that is get yourself some graph paper. If you notice some graph paper, on the graph paper, you'll notice there's these big squares that look like this. So I've kind of shaded one in here. So there's a big square like this with 4 medium-sized squares in it and then loads of little ones. Now, what I want you to do is draw a square or a rectangle even on your graph paper that's 7 big squares across and 4 big squares up. So you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 4 up. Now once you've drawn the square that's 7 big ones across and 4 big ones up, I want you to draw these 2 lines here. So you're going to leave 2 squares along and draw a line down, leave 3 along and draw a line down, and then you're going to draw a line across that's kind of like half a big square or 1 medium square down like this. Now in these little boxes here, that's where we're going to write the numbers that match with our graph here. So we're going to draw the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. And then, just like on this one, for each of these rows along here, we're going to write in one of the categories from our table here. And you'll notice there's enough room for the 7 different categories along here. And once you've written in the categories in these rows down here, it should look a bit like this. All you're going to have to do is do like what we did at the start and draw a cross for each score you gave it, but this time for site 2, then 3, then 4. And you should have 4 graphs that look like this, but obviously the line will be in a different place based on the scores you gave it for each of the 4 sites. Once you've done that, if you refer back to the QR code PowerPoint, it'll tell you what to do next.